What's up, guys? Welcome to the Advanced League Zero game, Easy Clap versus Flushed. We are here in week, what is it now? Week 9?
12.
Oh,
12.
12, you're right, because of the bye
Yeah, 'cause
weeks.
it's the last week of the season.
Yeah, okay, we don't need to talk about that. Whoops. Okay, so, do you want to talk about this game, Akimbo?
These are the two top teams in Advanced Division right now. I've been waiting for a while actually to see this matchup, so I'm very excited to see how it plays out.
Mm.
But it's arguable that Easy Club might just stomp like they do every other team. So we'll have to see as we see double shield coming up from both sides, but we see the new hero Echo. Poodle might be pulling her out. And you can't really judge them yet because you don't know whether or not they're going to be good at Echo, right? So
That is true, that
it's
is
going to be
definitely
fun to
true.
see.
And, we are going into this match, just making sure I got
The
my settings
Lucio
right.
Zen, the signature Lucio Zen that you see on for the most part, on some first control maps that you see Easy Clap pull out because, they don't care all the time. They tend to take things a little less
And
seriously
we're
as we
already paused.
instantly get a pause.
Let's go. Why are we paused? Alright. Awesome start, as always. But like you said, obviously, Echo is a new hero. We could see some Echo, and we are from Koodle right now, as he's on the Echo, and we are actually unpaused now. So we have an Echo Hanzo. This is an interesting comp. I actually haven't seen this before, to be honest.
I do like it a lot. There's actually a lot of variation within these comps between both teams, but we do see the double shield on both sides. As the fight comes in, Plato instantly takes down a Void, as well as Eden taking out his counterpart and Cybersnip with the rock.
Yep.
And that was a quick first fight, but Flush takes it really quickly. Falcon does get the pick on the Plato, so maybe if they can regroup quickly, they can re-engage, and they'll be down, but a Void is going back to taxi him back to the point a little bit quicker, so
Yep.
hopes are looking low.
As
No, that's not a Void, that's Baz. Okay.
Easy Clap is going in on the engage here. Yusuf already using that shield pretty early there, shield deployment, so they're gonna have to wait for Reese's shield coming up here. They do sort of straggle onto the point here.
Ults are coming out, not much value coming out, but we do see Swift using the Coalescence, and a bit of an engagement does come in, pushing them back. The Maywall comes out, so it's a little bit more difficult to back up, but there's still no kills yet.
Yep.
The Nano comes out on a Yusuf.
And it does come out.
He's going in the Nano Battle Cattle. As we go in, the wall does come out, though, to kind of block them off. We see Koodle duplicate into Reaper, trying to farm up that ultimate quickly, but Zero throws out the Blizzard and takes out Falcon, and now Koodle is back to normal, and that was a very long fight, and it's still lost for Easy Clap. So, basically halfway done with the round if they keep this up.
Yep, that's true. And as we saw there, the clone did or the dupe did come out there from Koodle, but it didn't really get anything there. He went Reaper, wasn't able to get his ult off, and got killed by that Blizzard, so that was kind of unfortunate. They're on Doom Reaper now, though, so Easy Clap definitely could win this off this comp. Doom Reaper definitely is a good comp. It's getting played in Overwatch League, so we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, but I'm confused as to how they're gonna do that into a May. As a huge lift comes out from Eden, and the follow-up with the Death Blossom as well. He does get taken out, but both supports are down for Easy Clap, and it looks like yet another lost fight, and it's gonna be hard for them to even recontest here, as they're kind of staggering out Cybersnip.
Staggering a Sigma, that is interesting. As, yeah, like
Rare
you
to see,
said.
but he did already have his ultimate, so it doesn't matter too much. Avoid does go in from the right side of the point to touch briefly, but he gets taken out almost instantly. The wall comes out, and it doesn't look like Easy Clap is gonna be able to recontest, and a dominant fashion for Flushed here.
Yeah, I mean that was
definitely not expected.
That was definitely interesting to say the least. I mean, we went in here and expecting Easy Clap to roll right away, but honestly, Easy Clap did not look good there. Maybe they were just trying out on the Echo. I think they needed to switch earlier, to be honest. They did not get any value out of that Echo.
I mean, as we say that, Kugo is right back to it, and you see Flush switching over to a dive type composition with a Reaper as well. And, support line staying the same. And we see Cal switching over to the Baptiste. I mean, the Lucio Zen didn't work too well, and that's obvious. Koodle and switches over to Junkrat. He is in fact not going Echo, but yeah, I mean a lot of changes between last round and this round. I do like the Orisa pick a little bit here because of the halts off the map, and I guess it could work, but I don't know. I feel like a dive composition can really take them off guard. As we see the engagement happening, Easy Clap kind of went down through the back tunnels. The halt does come out, but it's D.Va. She can just easily fly out of it. And now here's the engagement on the point. The Flush does have point control, but Zero gets taken out so quickly. The Immortality Field comes out as well. They're going to need to give up a little bit of point space here as they wait for their Reaper to come back. They're still contesting the point, however. No captures have happened just yet, but neither really have any kills other than the one on the Zero, who is back.
Yeah, as
the team points still being contested, just kind of a standoff really as a fight here. As we see the Cybersnip eating the pulse
it's a massive
from Plato, and Koodle takes him out as well.
We see Amp Matrix does come out here. Cole also coming out. Both teams investing ults here as Flush does take point presence. Going up for
Flush has
Easy
point
Clap.
control, but Eden gets D-maxed, so it looks like, yeah, it's probably a lot of fight here. As Swift gets swooped out as well. Falcon, not a very necessary Death Blossom, but he uses it and it secures the fight, it appears. Baz does get the boop on Yusuf, but it still looks like point control is given.
Out.
Baz uses his beat. I'm guessing
sure
the stall?
Yeah, I think he thought
as
his
he gets
team
taken
was
out by
around there.
Cybersnip.
They're gonna stall this out to 28% here as we go into the next fight. Wow. So with this comp, the Junk Reaper comp, you really need to play under, and you just need to play around the Junk CC, and they definitely did a good job there, Easy Clap. So coming in here, if I'm Flush here, I'd want to engage behind them and try to take out their supports right before the fight even begins, because their supports are just getting so much value in the back there, as we see.
A huge list coming out from Cybersnip. No kills come off of it, but Eden falling incredibly low as he does get D-maxed. The tire comes out from Koodle, trying to search for somebody. Okay, gets destroyed by Plato, but it still looks like Easy Clap is going to have a little bit of control over this fight as they do have the man advantage, and Baz does get taken out as well. So the Flush is going to have to, back up and restabilize here before they can really take another engagement, as 50% about to come up to the point for Easy Clap.
Yep, that's definitely true. You have ults coming out here for both sides. Both pulse bombs are on the board. Client does have his bomb, and you will have Ant Matrix maybe in the middle of this fight. Might see, I don't know. Other than that, though, this is a pretty equal fight. Besides the fact that Flushed, or not Flushed, yeah, Flushed actually. Sorry, I'm kind of backwards here. It does have bomb. E comes out. Doesn't really.
See the pulse bomb come out from Plato. Will that Amor go down fast enough? No, but a lot of people on the side of Easy Clap are falling low, and picks are being taken because of it. Both Yusuf and Avoid are down, as well as Koodle now, and Plato is just, kind of going into them, taking out most of their team, and, just clean up from the rest of them. That was a pretty well played fight, but now they're in one fight territory. They really cannot lose here if they want to keep it up.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Flush, this was a very crucial fight win for them. They might be able to get one more fight out of this, but they're definitely not going to want to try to stagger onto the point. So they definitely want to win this out here and now. To have the rotation coming out here for Easy Clap.
Going down to those bottom corridors yet again.
I'm not sure if that's a
play and the dive comes in, but Yusuf and Cybers have both taken out incredibly fast, but the point flip does come out, and now it kind of forces the rotation over. But I mean, there's so many kills that, I mean, displacing them really doesn't matter too much, as we see Koodle really the only person left alive. But as I say that, Falcon in the back, I didn't even see him. His pulse bomb onto Zero.
Either. Koodle's Junk is sitting in the corner here, probably about to go down though, unfortunately. Oh,
he jumps out, but he still gets taken out by Plato. But Swift 16 is down, and that's a pretty good start, honestly. A great trade to start things off. Plato uses the pulse and completely whips it. Dragons come out from Gira to sort of force them into the corridor, but Plato's taken out, so there's not really too much damage to follow up on it.
As we do see here, Lucio falling very low, does manage to get out here. as the rest of Flush isn't looking too hot right now.
Bomb comes out, but nothing much comes out of it other than a destroyed Winston bubble. The capture point goes back to Easy Clap. It's a somewhat even fight right now, but it does look like Easy Clap has taken control over it as Plato gets taken out with the Riptire. As soon as he pulls it out, he clicks it. And Swiss' team taken down as well. Baz does take down too. But he is dead as well. There's nobody left alive to be able to sell out the point, and we are going to a third round already.
Wow.
Very close round. You know, nothing to scoff at really for Flush. But overall, really just the start of that round is kind of what defined it, because it brought them down so far that like it's kind of hard to bounce back whenever you cannot lose a single fight by the time that you've capped the point. So
definitely.
Just well played from both teams, really. And once again, we see another swap of comps. I say this every game I cast, but I love the control maps of this map pool because of the variation that you can really see in the compositions. As we see a chance for dive to come out for Easy Clap. Meanwhile, we have the double shield on Flush. See the Symmetra from Plato, most likely just a teleport. Yep, okay, that's exactly what it is. Switches over to the Reaper. But it's going to be difficult to play into a Pharah Mercy as well as an Echo with this composition. So we'll have to see how Flush is going to approach this. Maybe if there's going to be swaps made.
Yeah, the Pharah Echo comp is definitely an interesting comp. It's more of trying to pick out the damage here, as Koodle falls extremely low and actually falls here. Void also falls right after him, so no res to pick him up. As Easy Clap need to go back to the board here. They need to go back to their spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Koodle and Avoid just played a little bit too close there. The whole point of it is to be able to, you know, fly up basically out of the range of both of their DPS, but they went in and obviously they paid the price for it. That close range damage is really powerful for the side of Flush. They have the Reaper, the Mei, the Sig, so it's not a good idea. You gotta try to stay far away from them if you really want to get value out of these characters. And as we see that Falcon kills himself
on the wall, or on the shield, yeah. Don't know if you're gonna be able to res that though. We're gonna see here if they're gonna actually. Looks like Easy Clap might just try to engage on this. Might not be the smartest play here. Coalescence come out from both sides. Nothing really getting of any value.
Easy Clap, it's not gonna be easy for them to engage until Falcon comes back, which he is. He's trying to go back on another little flank route. It hasn't worked the past 2 attempts. We'll have to see if he can pull it off this time. Barrage comes out. Eden tries to eat it, but unfortunately gets taken out by the splash damage, I guess. He's even confused in the match chat. And the fight is still fairly even right now. Yusuf gets frozen up and falls incredibly low. Finally gets taken out. Point control almost switches over to the Easy Clap side, however, unfortunately not. Koodle does use the duplicate and duplicates Reaper. He uses the Death Blossom as well and takes out 4.
Are you kidding me? That dude was massive. Valk does also come out though, so you basically waste everything in that fight. That fight went on extremely long. They started that fight around the 30% area, and they waste almost all their ults. So Easy Clap not looking too good shape for this next fight.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at it. If they do lose this next upcoming fight, they do have another chance because they were able to cap, you know, just early enough, really. So they'll be able to regroup and get at least another engagement in. But as we see, Flush pushing in, the bomb comes out from Cybersyn, takes out 3, but Plato gets 4 with his Death Blossom. It's a fairly even fight right now, but Flush looks to have control back as they capped, like, in the middle of the fight as well. So it's going to be a very fast re-engage is going to be needed. But it is definitely possible. Yusuf is kind of lacking behind the rest of his team, however, but they do need to push in if they really want a chance to touch and recontest here. And they have no ultimates at all either. If you look at it, basically all of them pressed Q or they have swapped characters.
And they have lift here as well for the side of Flush, so they're looking pretty good. They get wall out.
Touch. Okay, they can.
They do touch.
Falcon does manage to get the touch. A pretty big halt.
Lift comes out. That's a massive lift. That's gonna kill all of them. Client, very good.
Eden takes down 3, 4 people in that fight, and there it goes.
Flush managing to win a map. I don't know whether Easy Clap is actually. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Easy Clap was gonna roll this game, but we might actually have a game on our hands.
Yeah, I mean, you can never really underestimate. You can never really underestimate Flush because, you know, they've always been that token second place team really in advanced. And Eden right here with an incredible sig play.
Yeah, incredible 4K there.
I love to see that as an off tank personally. Seeing you know all your targets half, one shot gets a kill easily. It's
That's
never
definitely
fun,
true.
really.
And we are going to be waiting for the next map.
So by the way, Cybersnip, you know the actual
Is
individual is
Gagbag,
banned
yeah.
from League Zero, but this guy is Gagbag, but I'm referring to him as the battle tag that he is using because it's easier for me. So.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. As I mean, Client there at the end definitely showing off some incredible plays on the Sigma. I think Client played very well that map. Um, I'm not too sure about the Pharah from Easy Clap. Falcon did not look too hot on there. With the Pharah on Village at least, you need to play that sort of split angle, and they seem to play a bit too aggro into them in that split angle, and Falcon often was feeding, as you saw in the first fight. He actually just straight up died on the Sigma shield. I don't know whether that was a play or not. We are gonna be
I'm not
going.
sure if he would be intending to do that, but as we see now, the sides are swapped. Flushed is going to be on the defense here. On Horizon Lunar Colony is our next map choice. It has been a while since I've seen this one, so I'm
Definitely true.
fairly intrigued.
Sides obvious.
Also, client is Eden. Eden
Yes.
is client, same thing. I'm referring to them as Eden, but Nick
Yeah, I'm sorry.
is
I
going the
know
other
him
way.
as Klein. He rolled our team in the hardcore whatever League Zero hardcore tournament. So we don't talk about it. We take those L's. We are gonna be going to Horizon Lunar Colony. This map is interesting. So you can obviously run the sim strat on attack. There's a lot of dives I've been seeing on this map. You could obviously run standard. It's really up to you, honestly. Because we've been seeing a lot of Ashe this kind of time in the meta, right? Since Echo and Pharah are all the rage, we could see some junk Ashe maybe on defense. Not too sure though.
I haven't seen much Horizon really in matches, so I don't know the standard compositions. But I mean, yeah, that's not a terrible decision, really.
Yep, definitely true.
Um, it's I don't know. A lot of people hate Horizon, so I mean, for the most part, you see in scrims people kind of just refusing to play it and instead going towards Volskaya. So
Yeah,
it's based on my.
that's true. I agree with that. We played a lot of Oskaya and at least intermediate. Not too sure about advanced, but a lot of people tend to avoid Horizon Lunar Colony. I know specifically at least 3 of the best intermediate teams specifically told me that Horizon is their worst map. It's a very hard map to master. So we'll see what happens here. Interesting pick. Flush will be on the defense. Easy Clap will be on the attack, and we're waiting right now on. Not too sure since I hit chat. Oh, we're waiting for them to get
Easy
ready.
Clap did give their ready. We're just waiting for Flushed.
Yep. Interesting here. I'm not gonna lie, Easy Clap did not look too hot in that map there. They had a pretty good map too, but still that was pretty close for a map too. We will be going to Horizon Lunar Colony. Again.
Yeah, but I mean, this is just kind of deja vu for me because I've casted so many Easy Cloud games. The first map's close, and then the rest of them they just roll over. So we'll have to see. I don't know exactly if that's happened every single game, but in the games that I've casted, at least that is basically exactly how it goes. It's just deja vu for me right now.
Yeah.
But we see basically completely different characters across the board right now. We see the Orisa Diva actually for Flushed here with a Torb Ashe and a Merciana. So that's it's a peculiar composition.
Wasn't that far off. I called the Ashe here. Wasn't expecting the Torb, but obviously Torb is a very good pick here in this meta. I think they're expecting Koodle to run the Echo, and Koodle actually just switched to the Echo. Not sure if that's a meme pick or not, but the Echo was run last map and it was shut down pretty well. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, Easy Clap are on the dive here, so we'll see what happens in this comp.
Echo with a dive comp is typically fairly effective if you can coordinate it correctly. That beam and those sticky bombs can really output a lot of damage onto the specific target. So
Definitely. Koodle
That's
is on
not
the
a bad
Echo.
idea, but
Yeah, he does
looking at
stay
this
on the Echo
comp
here.
that they're
Plato
about to play against.
immediately.
Ooh. Yeah, Plato taking down a Void very quickly. The Torb turret just applying a little bit of extra pressure. Hall forces out the bubble as well from Yusuf.
Turret does
So,
go
I
down
mean-
though, so you got a limited time bank here to actually dive in. We do see the dive get set up. Winston does dive up. I'm gonna see if any picks does come out here, and Yusuf falls immediately,
Yusuf
gets
gets
anti.
deleted. They need to switch this.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not gonna be able to
playing
dive
against
into
an
the Torb.
Ashe and a Torb and like an Orisa, that's gonna be so difficult to play dive into. That it's especially with an Echo, it's not gonna be fun, nor is it gonna be easy. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see
And then-
the approach that they
there-
take.
There you go. That's why you don't play Echo into an Ashe, and Ashe is just so great at countering Echo here, especially when you're a good Ashe. You see here, there is
Yeah,
a Tracer in
Plato's
the
been
back
just
right now.
kind of
so-
popping off over this ace. So.
Yeah, they are gonna stay on the dive though. They have a Tracer in the back right now. They Flush does know that the Tracer is in the back. Nano comes out. He gets pulled off the high ground. That Nano almost gets negated pretty much. Zero already gets a kill on Koodle, as we do see what looks to be a flush to win here. And wow, what a fight. That was an amazing pull coming out there. You basically negate Nano with that pull on to Yusuf, and Easy Clap. They have to go back to the spawn. They have to think about what they're doing. I'd expect to
switches over
switch
to the
comp here.
Roadhog Hogorissa. Oh, I'm so excited for this.
All
We
right,
also see the
this makes more
Hanzo
sense.
and the Baptiste coming out. This makes a lot more sense against a Tor, but Akudo's still on the Echo. He hasn't got much value out of it. He's only 65 to his ult. So, I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting decision, I guess. It's going to be hard to really approach this as a Void. Gets taken out once more by Plato. They need to do something about this Ashe before they can really get an engagement going.
Yeah, this Ashe is really rolling them right now. Flush doing a good job, and
Great hog
immediately
hook.
the hog hook comes out. We do see Torbal come out. Doesn't do anything, as Immortality does negate it. But Immo is out right now. Plato does get a kill on Falcon here. That's massive. You have 5 in there. You
No,
can
I've
take
always
this
hated
5-6.
Ashe as a character because of that dynamite ability, but Plato's using it incredibly well right now, applying so much pressure to Easy Clap. They're just kind of forced into this room. Koodle does take down Baz with
Yeah,
the
that's
stickies, but
interesting here.
Plato
Koodle
uses the
in the
bomb and
back
gets a
line.
void.
Doesn't get anything.
Koodle
Might get
falls
Plato
incredibly
here.
low.
Does get
Plato
Plato
takes him
actually. Client does get nanoed. He is half health though, so he might be taken down here. Bomb comes out, isn't able to do anything. Bomb gets stuck on the border, I'm assuming here, as Client just looking to pressure them right now. Nothing too big here. He's already a quarter way to his next goal.
And as a D.Va player, that hurts to see.
Yeah, beat does come out
Obviously,
though.
the beat come out from a void, and Yusuf taking out Zero's turret, but no real kills have come out lately. As it's just kind of a standoff on point. The Hulk comes out as well as the hook, but it misses. Plato does get taken out by Koodle, however. But I mean, and it's just trades back and forth as Baz takes down Koodle.
Yeah,
Still a fairly even fight right
gonna
now.
fall down here. Yusuf does use his ult, but it doesn't land
Zero
to cancel it.
takes out Koodle.
That's insane as the Torb comes out, obliterates them. And this
Oh,
looks
okay,
like
we
a
gotta be
full
family
horde.
friendly. We
A
refer
full
to
hold.
it as mustard.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Family
A
friendly.
full hold against Easy Clap. I don't think we were expecting this today, to be
Impressive
honest.
stuff. Yeah, there's not gonna be a touch happening because they don't really switch to stall characters, so...
You know, I mean, Easy Clap wanted to join Wisdom Academy here in the easy 10-0 record, but I don't know if they could do it. They still have to face against Flush, and Flush is looking really good right now.
Playing very strong.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Not too sure what to expect here on the defense, at least. We could obviously see the Ashe again. Ashe is definitely a very good hero, at least when you're sitting on the bunker here. Again, like I said, we could see the Junk, the Torb, the Ashe. There's a lot of heroes getting played in this meta right now, on defense at least. Not too sure what to expect from attack here on Flush. They might run the Sim strat of all things. I don't know, we'll see.
Ready for battle.
As it looks like we have a Hanzo Torb coming out for Easy Clap. An interesting comp, to be honest. You are negating a lot of things with that Hanzo, but you're giving up the Dynamite, so you don't have the Bob which doesn't matter in the long run per se, but that might come down to it. We'll see what happens here. Do you see? Coming up from the other side, we do see the sim, like I said, so they maybe go in the sim strat, and they are. They're sitting right at this door. They're gonna speed right out, TP on a point, which is a smart move here. We're gonna see if they actually do manage.
That's a great idea. The
This
sim
is
strat's a
the
great
only-
idea because they only really need one tick, so forcing that rotation. And I mean, if they don't rotate and contest, it's not gonna go well. Obviously, it's just gonna be a very quick loss. And I mean, Flush cannot, I guess, fail this because it's either a win or a draw for their side. But as I say that, both Eden gets DMAX and Swift gets taken out, as well as just clean up a very quick fight that ends almost immediately. They got really close to taking that first tick, but nothing much came out of it. And now Plato makes the swap over to the Ashe, and this is where the fun begins, I guess. Zero makes a swap over the Hanzo, as well as Baz and Swift making their healer switches. So that does lead to an ult economy advantage for Easy Clap, but a great halts down both supports from the high ground. No follow-up really to be had, but it could have been huge. Maybe they could have just tried to engage onto that.
Immo is forced out though, so that's a big ability.
Huge
that's forced
halt.
out. Yeah, that is a
Forcing
huge
everybody
ult.
off the high ground. It's just Falcon and Cal alone up on top, and they have to both drop. The Torp turret does get taken out as well from Koodle. And now, look at that. Forces a regroup and a reposition as they try to meet up on the high ground here.
Oh, a massive hook, or a massive pull there actually. You get the bap off, and he's not able to save Ultra. Ultra falls here. As Zero does get a counter pick on a Cal. Plato does get Koodle. Eden is able to get the turret, but nothing
Eden
really
having a
is
little
gonna happen.
1v1 with Falcon, but he does get taken out. Plato is the only person left, and he's not going to be able to clutch that out.
Yeah.
Falcon killed quite a few there that fight.
Yeah, I was about to say
Showing
Falcon
himself.
did definitely clutch it out there. Definitely redeeming himself from Nepal there. So I mean, looking at 2 minutes, ult wise, Easy Clap does seem to have the advantage here. As Flushed is looking to push here. Falcon immediately
Zero.
gets a pick on Zero. That's an amazing pick.
Plato is just trying to get value out of these dynamites, but they keep getting shielded off by either the Orisa or the Sig. But he is very, very close to that Bob, and that's going to be very nice for the scenario that they might be in soon, which is like a stall type scenario. The shield from Ultra is immediately forced out due to the halt, as well as the immortality field. A little bit of a miscommunication there, it appears.
Yeah, they keep using this Emo early, so they don't have it in the fight, and right away they don't have Emo for this, but they do use Trans. You need to play aggressive with this
Bob
Trans right
gets
now.
knocked down.
They're just
Oh,
sitting
that's
there.
terrible. It manages to take down the Torp turret, but Ultra does get taken out
Yeah,
in the fight, and it's just they're all stuck in space. It's a space battle. Cal does get taken out though by Eden, but so does Swift, and Eden's dead as well. The bomb.
Baz does
I was
get
assuming to
Yusuf.
try
That's
to
a
rematch.
massive pick here. You need to die right now, and you need to hurry up so that you can get this dagger fight, right? As Yusuf is dead, that's going to take him quite a while to get back from spawn. You have spawn advantage. You need to run right as soon as you can to point, and you could already see they're setting up for the attack right now. I'm not
One
too
of the
sure
most
why they just
impressive
sat there.
parts. One of the most impressive parts to me is the fact that Cybersnip used his flux at the start of the fight and is already 3/4 of the way to another one. As Speed Boost comes out, they're going to be trying to take that re-engagement back up onto the high ground. It hasn't worked in their past attempts, but Eden,
Falcon!
very high amount of HP because of the shift. Zero, basically instantly just dead.
And
The
again,
Falcon.
why are they using their emo in these weird situations here? They used emo there, but it didn't really get anything out of value, and you don't have emo for the
Here comes
lift.
the lift.
And the lift just obliterates a team. I'm not sure about that, as we will see a
Full
draw here
hold
most likely.
from both sides.
Jared does get Cal, but it's not going to be enough, and the draw comes out here on the second map. I'm not gonna
Expected.
lie, Flush had that in the bag there. They wasted Trans. They kind of just sat around while they had Trans. I'm not too sure what to expect there, or what they were expecting to do there. Do you see it, Tord? Play the game here.
I hope this is not a 7-map set. I really do.
That That would be quite interesting, to be honest. Have the
No,
perfect
no,
season on the
I'm
line.
already tired. Oh man, if it gets that close, then I mean, I don't know if there's ever really been other 7 map sets, but if I get to cast the first 7 map, that'd be pretty nice.
That's true. As
Um,
we will go and wait for the next map here.
um, I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna be honest. That was, close overall. Horizon isn't necessarily the best map for attackers, so I mean, it made basically complete
Yeah.
sense to have that happen, especially between these two teams that are so closely matched. I gotta say, Plato is looking very, very good right now. Basically, on every character I've seen him play, specifically the Ashe and the Tracer, he's really been popping off lately. Or, within the 2 maps that I've seen him play. So, I mean, I'm really liking how he's playing, and I'm also liking Falcon and Cybersnip on Easy Clap. They're also performing incredibly well. But I mean, you got to give it to really everybody. They're both fighting incredibly hard.
No, yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, you just need to look at that map for an example there, right? Both teams didn't give up. Easy Clap got full held and then filled full held in reverse. I mean, that's definitely an achievement there. I'd be boomed right after that full hold, but that is definitely a good job for Easy Clap there, as they will not go down 2-0 and will be 1-0. We will be going to Numbani, and Easy Clap does get to choose the map. Flush will choose the side, as they did draw this map.
Bonnie? Oh,
Numbani.
Easy Clap is just kind of making the
And we're not
maps that
changing
nobody really
anything.
likes.
No side changes, obviously, as defense is definitely favored here. As we do go.
You never know. Maybe Easy Clap is trying to throw themselves into a draw situation. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
They
totally
throw
true.
to get the first map 7 series. They're they're trying that hard. Um,
I mean, they could be. I don't
I
know.
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. It's Easy Clap, but as
I
we
mean, you
see
could go
Plato
beyond.
on
We
his
could.
Ashe once again, the exact same comp that they ran on Horizon for the defense. But I feel like Easy Clap is gonna be a little bit more prepared for this now. So I don't know if this is the smartest decision.
Yeah, so you do have the Ashe, obviously, and you do have the Torb, like you said. Same exact comp. Plato looked very strong on the Ashe on last map. But like you said, they might be prepared for this already, as they've gone a full 4 minutes, getting full held on Horizon. Not too sure, though. On the other side, we have Hanzo Genji. I'm pretty sure this is a meme, or at least the support line is a meme. As we do see a Zen and a Lucio, unless... Okay, alright, good, good.
Okay.
I was about to
Cosmos
say...
to the Ana. The Dynamite hits early, and Plato's already 20% to his Bob, which is pretty
Wow,
nice, honestly.
20% already. Do you see here? Another Dynamite comes out, doesn't hit anyone though. As they're
Yusuf,
sitting
I
on
don't
the
know if he
guy.
messes that up or he's just trying to take another angle,
Falcon
but
though.
Falcon gets
Balls.
taken out. Because, I mean, he has no tanks really with him to peel. And Yusuf is not really able to get an engagement going.
Yeah, Yusuf's about to die here to Client, as Client gets a good kill there. Good stagger into this fight as good old
Easy
that's a
Clap
back
needs to
down.
stop playing this dive. It's not working for him.
Yeah,
Like, at all.
they're not setting up these dives correctly here. They're only diving with like 1 or 2, with only like the 2 tanks. The DPS aren't following up, right? So the tanks are just dying right away as soon as they get up there.
Well, I mean, you see it. Yusuf switches over to the Orisa. I think he heard us. So,
Might have heard us. Not too
see the
sure, though.
engagement coming in from the top left area. Just a little bit of a standoff here. The Dynamite does come out. A lot of damage and a lot of pressure being put on as Plato already almost has his Bob. So we'll have to see, as no kills still coming out yet. It's just a lot of poke damage right now. Cybersnip does get a tick onto the point.
And a Client does get out of his mech. That's a big pick here. Zero's turret does go down and a Client falls. Plato does get a counter pick on the Ana though. The Ana is way more important in this comp at least, as Koodle does get a pick.
It's an
Falcon
even
also,
fight right now.
responds.
Plato is kind of popping off, but Koodle gets the blade kill onto him as well as
dies
Baz.
to Baz. Bob
the
does
point's
a good
captured.
test though
Nobody
in the
was at the top.
C9. Oh, that's brutal. If Bob was just an inch closer to the point there, they might have been able to hold this, but we're looking at a second point here. So going into these fights here, we have Dragon and we have Nano for the side of Easy Clap. And for Flush, you really only have Bomb. You're switching off the comp completely. You do have Bongo, actually. So, nothing to scoff at here. This fight's looking pretty equal in my eyes. Do you see the Doom Reaper switch, though? So, instead of the Ash Torb, you're on Doom Reaper. You're going to look for a more brawly comp here. Bomb
comes
does
out
come
almost instantly, takes
Doesn't
down
get a lot,
Avoid,
as
Eden,
Dragon
both
came
Falcon.
out. Falcon gets 2
He
here.
got 2 there. Zera gets Cal, but I mean everybody's already dead. So
Yeah, that was a brutal fight there. As Falcon gets 2 almost right away without Dragon in that headshot. Falcon also getting Eden there at the end. So we will see. Third will probably, or second will probably get capped. They won't contest this. They'll set up for third. Unless they're rushing it, no, they're gonna
they're
wait.
deciding against it. They realize, wait, that's a little bit too close.
Yeah, I was gonna
Decided to
say.
give it up. 5 minutes in the time bank for this engagement here on the third points. And it's looking very, very good right now for ECLAP. Definitely a whole new form to their attack pace here. As we see the Bongo come out from Ultra as well as the Halt, the Rock. Cyber Snip falls out of his mech. I was gonna say falls very low, but he's done.
And
he's
he
out of it.
dies
He
just
gets
straight
taken
up.
out completely.
Yeah,
And
you
that
kinda,
that instantly causes a disengagement right there. They're already down 1. Might as well, not waste any time. Just back yourselves up. As Cyber Snip makes the swap over to Sigma. A very smart idea. It definitely fits a lot better with the Orisa. And we see Koodle with the Dragon Blade yet again. Maybe he'll pull off some heroics once more. Or maybe he'll get Battle Mercied once more. Either way, we'll have to see. The Bongo comes out from Yusuf. And, just
Koodle
keeps
does get a
pushing
pick.
Flush back as Plato does get taken out. The Dragon's coming out from Falcon, takes down Zera.
We do have Blade here,
Even
though.
is
Koodle
going
might
to
use
die as well
Blade.
as he falls very low because of the Dragons. Baz is really the last one left alive. He's getting pressured away though by
And
by
Ultra,
Avoid of all people. It's just kind of a Lucio battle going on right now near the spawn as he gets rocked and slept and stunned
they
and nobody is
see
able to
none, yeah.
contest.
well, that's honestly none. They just all died. Yeah, that was brutal. Ultra died there right before the fight, the last fight would have started. Not sure why they didn't just go into their spawn there. Ultra kind of just opting to sit in the corner there and ended up dying because of that. So that's unfortunate.
I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of paying attention to the Lucio duel that was happening on the side of the point. So
Well,
I didn't see that occur.
I was
but
spectating Koodle and he went after them, but he had Blade and he didn't even need to use it because that fight didn't even happen at the end there. So that was interesting to say the least. We do go in here. We will
incredibly
see.
fast though. Great, very well played from Easy
Do
Clap
you
there.
see
If we see
the Genji Hanzo again on defense of all things? That is interesting. I guess there. So the idea with the Nano Blade here is you're basically just waiting until you get Nano Blade, and your Nano Blade is your win condition, unless you're
you
able
see
to
this
set up
comp
multiple
that they're
win
running.
conditions. Yeah, well, on defense they're running, or not on defense, on offense they're playing a defense comp. Not too sure if they're gonna go through with this.
No, I'm talking Easy Clap. They have a Sigma Diva.
Oh, I didn't even
tank
notice
composition.
that. A Sigma Diva.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Basically the exact same thing from the. I almost said the Flock Flushed. Basically the exact same thing as what they had on the defense. So maybe it works better on offense. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Yeah, Easy Club definitely did have a good push there. 345 on the board. We're gonna see how Flush responds to that immediately. Koodle falls down pretty low. Does get healed up though. Cal 1 health.
How? Very
Barely
low with
survives.
nobody really there to help him out. He needs to just kind of take a few steps back. Nobody's really punishing him. As the Void does go back to heal him up.
A huge anti in there too.
Dynamite. Cyber Snip gets 2 inanimate objects. Eden does get demeched, being one of those. So kind of just a halted push there for Flush as they decide, let's go under and let's see how that pulls.
Yeah, this
See
isn't
what
that
that
bad
does
of
to
an
them.
idea. They don't have a lot of CC to block you in there, right? Kudol does manage to take out the turret before anything happens. Eden does get split though, and Matrix does come out, as does Lift. Falcon able to get one, Sniper Snip also gets one, Yusuf gets one with his ult.
Not the most necessary lift of all time.
I was gonna say, I
guess-
don't
I
know
guess-
if that
I guess it
lift
wins
was
the fight.
necessary.
I guess it wins the fight for them, and I mean they have so many ultimates to their name right now. They're coming up on 4, so it doesn't really seem to matter too much. But you know, it would be helpful, and you know maybe it could cost them. Probably not. I do like the idea of the Pharmacy here, but Falcon has been looking incredible on the Hanzo. Cybersnip throws out the bomb, doesn't get anybody. He tried it. You know, as a D.Va player, you always have that instinct, just throw the bomb at the Pharmacy and hope. But typically you don't actually want to try to pull it off. Ultra dives in, the Nano Blade comes out from Kudol.
It's not a Nano Blade, it's just a oh wait, no, never mind, it isn't.
No, it's a Nano Blade. He just gets taken out by Zira.
Yeah, sorry.
And that's a little bit more wide open for a push.
Yeah,
Plato does take down Cal as well. A lot of heals are down for Easy Clap, as well as one of the main damage dealers. Kudol switches over to the Soldier to try to come back.
Avoid
Ultra and Switch are taken out though. Ultra does get rezzed up by Baz. And it's a fairly even fire right now. Respawns are coming in for Easy Clap, so they're going to be able to recontest here if they really want to. And they do. Avoid uses the beat, commits the beat to the fight. The bomb comes out from Eden, but unfortunately he's not able to get anybody. The Spawn Dragons coming out, gonna be approaching soon. Kudol is dead, but Plato didn't expect him, so he's down. But Cybersnip, it's back and forth right now. Cybersnip and Cal are taken out, and it looks like
Falcon does get the D-Max, Zero does fall, Avoid also gets Eden. That's a major pick there,
Yusuf?
and might be enough. Yusuf is stalling
Yusuf
here.
is the last person left on point.
They
He
do
gets
get
slapped
Ana
and
as
woken
well.
up by Ultra.
You need to get this Mercy. This Mercy is the major pick here, as Mercy falls extremely low and falls here as, my god, Easy Clap manages to scrap that out in the end there.
Easy
Flush-
Clap is so well known for making these lost fights won. As I said in the last game that I casted, that was Easy Clap as well. Acronator for I think it was last week's countdown had a whole weekly segment on how that happens. So I mean it's well known that they do that, and I mean I kind of expected it by the time that the fight started becoming even. So we see the Nano Boost coming onto Kudol, but Falcon does get taken out.
Zero does fall
Zero's
very
dead,
early there.
But he does get rezzed up, and all of the kills, other than maybe a chance to retake it, no, Cybersnip gets taken out. It's really just Yusuf left spinning to win on the point. Avoid trying to get a miscellaneous pick on the Plato, but he barely manages to get out.
Falcon is touching though, so they are looking. They do invest in here. Yeah, that's
Falcon and Yusuf with the 2 left. Yusuf uses the mines. Kudol comes back with the visor, but it's just a little bit too late. He does take down Eden, however.
And he does
well
take
as
out
Plato.
Plato as well. Are you kidding
Man,
me?
the thing about it though is that respawns are so close that really doesn't matter too much. And now Kudol is basically at the end of the map, so far away. It's gonna take a while for them to regroup, as everybody really has far spawns for Easy Clap. So
that was interesting. They invested a lot into that fight, and I was actually expecting them to switch off this comp because of how much they were investing.
Cal
into
is
that fight.
behind them currently.
Oh, we do see the barrage comes out. Falcon and Avoid does fall the sniper sieve, as Kudol is sitting on the high ground, manages to get 2.
that was
Actually
a
gets
weird
another
fight.
one as well. He might get the D-Mac as well if he's able to follow through here, as the D.Va battle does ensue. Client falling super low does manage to get out though, as Kudol.
Cybersnip might not be able to get out here. He does get healed up a little bit by Kudol's healing pool, so it looks like he'll be safe. If Flush really did decide to push up on him, he would have been D-Max for this upcoming fight, as the dive comes out onto Swift. But gets contested, of course, the peel, as Yusuf does get taken out. The bomb thrown out from Eden doesn't manage to get much, but it doesn't matter too much, as there's still an advantage for Flush here. Both Divas do get D-Max, but Eden wins the Baby Diva duel on Cybersnip. Ultra is just in their backline right now with the Primal Rage. Taking on the 1v3 fight. He does take out Avoid, but that himself, but once again, respawns are so close, doesn't matter too much. Eden does make the switch over to the Sigma. I'm assuming Ultra is going Orisa, and yes, he is. Zero switches the Mei. Basically, everybody has swapped other than Swift 16. with that nano boost, so their ult economy is just dead. But I mean, it's a good idea to switch to that comp on this third point. There's not too much high ground really to take advantage of. And I mean, their comp isn't the easiest comp to play dive against, as the bomb
does come out,
comes
and
out
so
as well as
does
the dragons. The
Dragon,
bomb
that's
takes on Eden.
massive.
The dragons gets Switz, and that's a 2-minute advantage already. Yusuf does get taken out, but Zera is dead, and now it's just cleanup.
Yeah, wow, that was brutal. The bomb dragon combo there was really brutal, as Easy Clap. I mean, they couldn't do a lot there, or I'm sorry, they did do a lot there.
I mean, yeah, quite a few ultimates come out. Cybersnip switches over to the Sigma, but Yusuf is keeping the Winston. Interesting, I've never seen this comp before. Purple comes out, gets both DPS as Yusuf gets a nano for the dive in, as well as Kudel using the visor. Yusuf uses his primal as well. 3 ults already committed to this fight, and I mean, I guess they won it very quickly. Plato is all that's left on the point. Gets taken out before much else can happen with it. And you look at it, 2 fights have already occurred, and they still only have the nano boost from Swift.
Yeah,
so,
but to be
I mean,
fair,
Flush is not looking good with this composition against the hold that Easy Clap is pushing out. They need to at least capture with time if they want a chance to win this map. They need to capture it all if they want a chance to not lose. So,
yeah, I mean, it is interesting here as ult usage is actually pretty equal. Feet does come out, Kudel does fall, and so does Sniper Sip. As you do have an advantage here going into this, you need to push it as they do. Yusuf does fall. Lucio on point, just stalling it out as Dragon also comes on point, but nothing really comes of that. As they might be able to finish this with time. That would be crucial if they do. Plato gets 2 inside their
trying to
spawn.
stall out the point, but gets taken out, and
They finished.
draw hopes are low. Actually, draw hopes are very high, because Easy or Flush does not have that much time left. But
Yeah, I mean, they could still draw this, but they did finish with enough time to let them at
Get a
least
chance.
be able to, to at least be able to win this.
But they have to be on the top of their game, and considering how just on that attack right there, how long it took them to be able to capture first point, it's gonna be very, it's very unlikely, just judging by results. But you never know. It's flushed and it's Easy Clap, so
Definitely,
It's-
definitely.
something weird is gonna happen.
Do you see the May Reaper here? May Reaper, obviously a very famous combo, coming out. It's pretty much a lot of teams' bread and butter, so it is interesting that this is actually the first time we're gonna see it in this set, I think, if I'm not wrong.
I think it was a little bit during Nepal.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not 100%
I
sure.
do remember it during Nepal actually, so just a little bit during Nepal. On the other side, we have a Soldier and a Hanzo, and we do have the Orisa Diva, so nothing too crazy. You do have the Lucio Bat, that is interesting. A lot of teams tend to use the Zen instead of the Lucio, since you're not really gonna need the speed if you're gonna be immoing everywhere. But we'll see how they use it here. We do go on. Moira, Lucio coming out for the other side as well, so no Ana. As they're pushing up main. They're going high ground actually, sorry. Do you see Wall coming out here? Immo comes out super early. I don't know about that one. Falcon does get a pick though. So that is a
Yeah,
solid
that kind of
pick to go off.
equalizes it there, but Cybersnip does get DMAC'd here, and it's a semi-open engage here for Flush to take. I mean, they have to take it no matter what, because this is really their only fight available. As the Rock comes out,
And
Cal does get
Plato.
taken out by Plato with the follow-up onto it, and Plato takes down 2. Kudel is up on the high ground, completely uncontested, however. Plato TP's up, Kudel jumps off, and Flushed, you know, contrary to what I said, it does take the point incredibly quickly. Only 5 seconds left on the clock, but as long as they stay on that payload,
Yeah.
overtime will
So-
continue to tick down.
The question here is how long can you push this, or how far can you push this? If you're able to push this a decent amount of way, you're actually going to be looking at a winnable situation here. So we're going to see whether they actually win this fight. This is the most crucial fight, to be honest. This could determine whether you're actually going to snowball everything. Dragon does come out though. Cole does keep everyone up, as Cole does take out Immortality. You do not have Immortality for this fight, as both teams are sitting around. Kudel does get a pick with that Matrix. Sound barrier does come out. Ult left and right. Koodle
And
does
Koodle
get
is just up on the high ground completely uncontested. That's the issue right there with the composition that Flush was running. Nobody can really contest Koodle, who's
yeah.
just sitting up there on high ground getting free shots in.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was interesting. Immo comes out very early there in that fight, and I think it was there to save Ultra, if I'm not wrong. But besides that, they kind of just left the soldier on high ground, like you said, and he was uncontested. Got a free soldier all out there as ult came out left and right, but Soundberry crucially came out to the side of Easy Clap, and Koodle was basically just able to sit up there.
I mean, you shouldn't really expect much, from a 1 minute push. That's honestly pretty way better than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting them to get any progress with the time bank that they had and how they played.
That's true. I
In their
mean,
first
this
attack round, but
we do have to admit
you know,
that was
they got
good.
fairly far, and draw hopes are non-existent now. So
Yep, someone has to
I
win
mean-
this map.
I mean,
And,
Easy Clap. You look at them, 4.5 minutes. There's
yeah,
a high chance
that is very
that
true.
they're gonna be able to
4.5
get fairly
minutes.
far.
But I
But
mean, to be fair to Flush, they did hold Easy Clap for 4 minutes on Horizon Lunar Colony, so don't count them out just yet. As we do see the Reaper Ash comp, interesting. Not too sure what they're expecting here. I would have expected a Torb instead of the Reaper, but maybe they're expecting to dive again. And as I say that, they actually are not on the dive actually.
there's the diva, but I mean, Yusuf
Yeah,
kind of
Yusuf
one
is
for
on there.
today,
Oh,
as
Void!
we see
Oh!
Plano quickly
Balls.
taking down a Void.
Yeah, that was brutal as this fight is in the bag already. Flush winning that one pretty easily. Koodle's probably going to fall here in a
Unnecessarily
second, and there you go.
I say not necessarily right as Koodle gets taken out. Now it needs
Yeah,
to
they're
happen.
kind of sitting there though. I'm not too sure why they're doing this. It's a 4v6
I do like that
right
they're
now.
holding their ground, but that
Baz
dynamite
does
is
fall.
just free.
And that's crucial. You can't res yourself, so Baz, that pick can't be reversed.
Falcon's
Falcon
dead
does
though, when a
fall.
Void is incredibly low.
Yeah, I mean,
But it looks like he's gonna get healed back up, as he can heal himself.
Bob is
Koodle
looking
is kind of harassing that high ground area of
yeah,
the
Play-Doh falling really low
the
there, but does
heal.
manage to get out. Sniper Sip does get Zera, and Yusuf does fall as Play-Doh does fall as well. Ultra does get Cal though, so this might be going in either favor. Rez does come out, they are able to get Play-Doh, but Baz falls due to that. Ultra does get Falcon, but
no
it is-
supports left.
Yeah, it's looking like Easy Clap.
I do like the idea that Flush is taking sort of back up. Okay, never mind. Ultra goes on to the
Goes
point.
ballsy. Oh no, he backs up, he backs up.
2v2, 2v3.
They're stalling this out, which is the smart thing to do. They do force sound barrier. Are you kidding me?
That's-
there was one
huge,
person
but,
on
like,
point.
That's huge, but they have 2 minutes in the time bank, so I mean they're gonna be able to farm up another one at
do
some
get
point.
another fight
And
here.
they're,
Oh,
they're gonna
Koodle-
try to recontest here with Koodle going taken out.
The
Even
dragon!
Falcons, dragons as well. And suddenly it's winnable. The bomb does come out from Cybersnip, however, and Eden gets demeched, and so does Baz. Or Baz just gets. Baz cannot get demeched.
Yeah.
Baz died. Ultra's taken out as well. Zero gets his Reaper ult cancelled, and now it's just Eden left on the point yet again.
Yeah, Falcon
I mean,
got a lot of picks there.
despite what seemed like heroics to start off that fight, Easy Clap does still take the win, as we see 2 minutes to not go too far into point B.
Yeah, that was an interesting fight there. Easy Clap obviously winning that fight there for a little, or winning that fight there outright, but Flush definitely looked like they could win. They could have won that fight in the middle of that fight, but the tides turned. Falcon was able to get 2 with his Hanzo, so we'll see what happens here as the last stand happens. Ult-wise, Koodle does have Blade, so we'll see. Maybe we'll see the Vanilla Blade, or maybe they'll try to grind out Nano Blade. I'd assume they'd grind out Nano Blade here, as
He gets taken out so early into the
Oh.
fight. That's terrible for Flushed.
that is, and Play-Doh also falls due to the boop. That is brutal. Dragon comes out.
Dragon,
The
Falcon
Blade
not
also
even this
comes
time.
out. It will get 1, probably 2 here in a second. And yeah,
And that's
that's Easy Clap.
oh my god, this is gonna go to map 6, and I'm not all for it.
That was interesting, I guess, to say the least. I mean, it's 1-1 right now, so don't count Flush out, but I think Easy Clap is waking up.
Yeah, it's not out yet for
Yeah, no. It's definitely
Flush,
not a lost
but-
game, but I think Easy Clap has sort of put away the memes and actually started trying.
What I'm gonna say, Falcon is an off-tank player, and I mean, he has been for this season. Wannabe is not here. I'm assuming he's doing something with his Open Division team that he's on, unless they've released him and I didn't notice. But I mean, Falcon's fitting his shoes pretty well, despite the fact that he was an off-tank player. He was formerly a DPS main. I do know of that, but
Yep.
after spending so much time grinding out off-tank, you don't really expect him to be popping off this much, but he is. So
We will be going to Dorado here. Because Easy Clap did win that map, Flushed will be given map choice, and Easy Clap gets gets to pick attack or defense. So I'm assuming they're gonna pick defense here, because again, that is the advantage, at least in some people's eyes. At least on hybrid, or not hybrid, on escort, it's not that big of an advantage. The only advantage you're really getting is if you stop them some way, you only have to push up to that spot. So that's the only advantage you're really getting.
yeah, and I mean, Easy Clap is probably just trying to go for a speed run at this point because you don't have to. You just have to hold them, and then if you hold them if you hold them at first point, you don't have to push that far, right? So it takes less time.
No, definitely, yeah. I mean, standout players right now. Baz is looking incredible right now. I'm very curious in how Baz is getting some of these amazing boops and kills. He's definitely looking like a really solid main support here, and obviously he is well known. Obviously Eden Client looking very strong here as well, and both of those players are on Flush, so that should tell you something about how this game's going right now. See here. I don't think any subs are probably gonna come out here, and we'll probably just head on to the next map, to be honest.
I hope we get going fast, bro. I got schoolwork to do. I got
schoolwork.
I got sleeping to do, bro. Like,
Okay, I could agree with that one. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, this game could go either way. I'm hoping it goes one way soon enough. We will be going to Dorado here. I need a high chat, especially with these teams.
yeah, I keep chat unhidden because
Well, yeah, you're
find
not
it funny
streaming.
to
I'm
see-
streaming. Some
oh,
of these
yeah, you
words
are
could get me
streaming,
banned
but,
off
like,
the face of the earth. Okay, so we don't.
No, that is very true. That's very true. But no, I keep it unhidden anyways because I just like seeing how fun it is because Yusuf always talking trash.
The banter talk coming out.
Yeah, that's why I like casting Easy Clap because I get to see all the banter that they do because you never really do get to see.
I mean,
it
as a
because
9-0
you watch
team,
the stream.
I could definitely understand why they get to say all that banter.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
This map is definitely more of an interesting map. Dorado is well known for having the Sombra play and also the Pharah play. I think it was Shanghai yesterday actually ran the Sombra Pharah on this map specifically. We will be seeing a Pharah coming out here for the side of Flushed. So not too sure what to expect here. We do have the Hanzo Genji again. This comp did do well last map, so we'll see how it turns out. Immediately, Sigma shield gets rolled off the face of the earth from Flushed. As Easy Clap hopped into backup, give them room, wait till they get to the choke and damage them out.
This is where they want to hold, but Zira is putting a lot of pressure in on the Pharah, so not really letting them do too much.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you're
they
definitely
just kind
right.
of have to sit here and it's just kind of a standoff. No kills have come out yet. Yusuf falling fairly low, but he does get healed up. Plato is going on the aggression though when he gets deleted from the video game. Avoid is also taken on, so is Cybersniff, and it's just cleanup at this point.
Yeah, that
And
was a
Flush kind of
very
just
nice play.
rolling over point A there. Zero's Farah really putting out a lot of pressure, and somebody's gonna have to switch to deal with it because it's
Yeah.
not gonna be easy with the comp that they are running on the side of Easy Clap.
We could definitely expect the Ash maybe to come out here, and as I say that, Koodle does switch
As he
to the
says
Ash.
it, yes.
So you do have
That's a
Barrage
very
for
good idea.
Zero.
Ash as well as Mercy.
Yeah, Ash is a
Very
super big
smart.
counter to Pharah, obviously, especially in this meta where the meta sort of just sit back and wait for picks. Ash is very, very good at that. We're gonna see how this turns out. Zero does have Barrage right now. He is sitting on the roof. He's looking for it. He does Barrage, but he barrages into 2 shields. Not too sure if that was the play and dies immediately. Koodle does take the kill credit for that one. As we do
Cybersnip
see-
does get nano though, so an engagement, you know, still
Cal
kind of
does
happening.
fall.
Cal does
Rez
die to
does
the
come out
coalescence
though.
from the dragons come out from Falcon to no value. Avoid, as you said, gets the res on the Cal, and you know it's still a fairly even fight. But as I said, that Falcon gets taken out, but so does Baz. Baz played a little bit too far up to try to get that Battle Mercy pick onto him. Yusuf's dead. The frontline battle is just lost right now. But as I say that, Koodle gets eaten, but he throws his bomb off the map. That's tragic.
Yeah, that is tragic. You could have that point presence there, and maybe Sniper Sips, instead of contesting point, could have killed something. As Koodle does take a pick again, Rez does come out, doesn't get anyone, as this looks like a flushed win right there. As we're going into third
if
with
that Bob-
5 minutes.
If that Bob would have just hit cart or hit somebody or hit a wall, that could have basically completely changed the course of the fight. However, no, it didn't. So here we are. Zero makes the swap over to the Mei right here, which is a smart decision. Pharah isn't the most useful on this point. The lift comes out from Cybersnip, lifts up to Eden gets taken out because of it, and Swift 16 is also dead. And you know, once again, just clean up for Easy Clap. Very good lift there. The only ultimate used actually that fight was the lift. So, you know, a good overall for the ult economy and just a good hold, and a great place to hold as well. Right here around this corner, you have the choke point with the bridge and, you know, all that, so. Easy Clap in a good spot.
Yeah, we will see an aggression on the high ground. So you're trying to take Koodle and Falcon off the high ground. This is a smart play. As they do, lift does come out. You do get 3. As crucially, Falcon does actually land on the other side of the wall. He might get punished for that, and he does. He falls. That is crucial. As the res does come out here though. Avoid does manage to res Falcon. Koodle does get 0 also. So we're gonna see how this turns out, but it looks like at the moment Easy Clap is taking the W. Cyber Sips does get
Cybersnip-
DMAC though.
Yeah, Cybersnip's out of mech. The fire from Koodle's applying a lot of pressure, and Swift 16 also gets taken out. So Easy Clap, looking good for the hold here, but there's still point presence being taken from Flush. Finally, they decided to back out, but it might be a little too late as Eden falls incredibly low. That shield does give him a little bit more extra health to sustain. But Zera, as well as Ultra, taken out so late into the fight that they need to back up now. They need to stop staggering themselves, despite the fact that they keep getting these picks. Avoid gets the Battle Mercy pick onto Plato. You've seen so many Battle Mercy plays so far this series. I think mostly from Baz, but finally we have Avoid getting his fair share of play.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. Going in here, you do have Reaper Ult and you do have Sound Barrier if you're flushed, and you will have Lift as well, so they're probably going to engage with the full Lift here. We'll see. Sound Barrier gets cancelled! That's brutal! Bob comes out here, and it will probably
That's all
secure
it's
this
going to
fight.
be used, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, that probably secures this fight here. Sniper Sips, yeah, the cleanup
That is terrible.
Yeah,
For the rest of these fights, and being down that beat when they could have used it for bomb, bongo, amplification. They could have used it for anything, but it's not even there anymore.
that
So
was brutal.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a lot harder now without that to engage into these next fights. So that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit hard. So I mean,
Yeah.
we see that there's still quite a few ultimates for Flush to take advantage of, and as I say that the lift, you know, lifts a lot, but Koodle and Yusuf are already taking out multiple, as well as Falcon getting the cleanup.
Uh,
Plato uses the Blossom. I'm hoping he's switching.
yeah, I'm assuming he's switching here, as the Battle Mercy did kill the Plato, did kill Plato, so that was interesting.
And
Koodle
the
does
res
have
happens
another
as well. Plato
Bob,
switches over
though.
the Ash. Okay.
Koodle with another Bob, are
Thankfully.
you kidding me, bro? Koodle's been grinding
Yeah, that
these
Ash.
Bobs out.
If you're Ash and you consistently hit dynamites on like 2-3 people, then it's just kind of over.
Yeah, we do see some switches coming out here. You do have the Ash Torb, an interesting comp coming out here as they're engaging here. Bongo does come out. You're probably going to be able to get a pick here. Immo does come out though, so you're losing Immo, and Plato falls. That is brutal. Baz also falls, so you're not going to get the res either. Oh, and the pincer comes out here. Ultra does manage to get Yusuf though. Eden does also get Cal. So you
But
might
I mean,
see an
is
early
that, will
backup.
that will
Eden
that
gets
matter?
Void.
Maybe.
They might actually be
You
able
know,
to pull
I
this
s-
out here.
You know, I'm thinking, will that matter? But here we are. Eden, I think it's gotten 3 this fight. As the fight continues, Falcon gets taken out as well, and now it suddenly swings to the favor of Flush. But I mean, they had 5 minutes to push in here. Now they only have 50 seconds.
Yeah, but
But,
Bongo
you
does
can
come out. You have
expect
point
it.
control.
Yusuf
You
tries.
get 3.
The
And Bob
Bob-
isn't touching either. That's brutal. Falcon does get 0 though, but it doesn't matter. You
And-
finish with 40 seconds on
It's
the clock.
over. There it is. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. It was a lost fight, and then it was a won fight, and you know, typically it's Easy Clap who does that, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean that was interesting. That was a really good last minute or last point hold there from Easy Clap, but still they were able to cap it. Their time bank significantly lowered from 5 minutes at the start of third to now 40 seconds. The comm switch definitely came in clutch. Eden or Client got 3 there. Definitely carried that fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was incredible play, really. And you know, to realize, hey, this fight's winnable, and to keep fighting, you know, that's sometimes tough to decide. And right there is one of those times, and you know, to keep it up there, to carry that fight, get 4 kills, pretty good play right there. And you know, a lot of their time bank was taken out, but at least they were able to fully cap with all of that time. So it's not looking terrible for Flushed, really, and it's definitely still a winnable map. I mean, fully capturing is something that not all teams are really even able to do. So maybe they can get a good hold on the Easy Clap here and take the win and swing momentum going into map 4.
Yeah, we do have them holding in the room. This
No,
is
this
a
is map
really
4.
nice strategy. I actually
Map
really like
5.
this. So what they're
This
gonna
is map
do
4.
is this is map 4. They're gonna wall one of the sides off, and they're gonna engage, and they're just gonna keep trying to stall right here. And now they're gonna engage here. They engage and immediately get 2. That is a
Very
brutal-
smart engagement there. Definitely took them off guard, and you can clearly tell.
Oh, that was
Yusuf
beautiful play there.
Sigma. We see the comp that they ran on Umbani defense. Finally, Yusuf switches off the Sigma. I say finally, even though it's only been 1 fight. Yusuf back to the Orisa. I've been seeing way more Orisa Diva just today than I have seen at
And-
all within the past week.
The switches do come out, so you do have the Pharah and you do have the Jung, so all the CC in the world here, and you're just looking to damage them as they come in here. You're just looking to spam them out and fuck them, basically. Koodle does manage to get Ultra though. That is a good pick, as
That's-
spawn is quite a far amount away.
Yeah, that's something that Flush is gonna have to disengage with. Easy Clap wants to get a small regroup going. They're gonna be able to take up a lot of space being down that shield tank. You know, as I say that, of course, you know the disengagements occur. Interesting that Baz decided not to speed back Yusuf.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Could have helped them group up a little quicker, but they seem to be going into the left room. I've never really seen this kind of approach taken as the Coalescence comes out. They're playing incredibly aggressive in here.
Falcon
And,
does manage to get 1. He does barrage and sort of suicides with that barrage. Yusuf does follow up, does get a Reaper. Cal,
Zero was kind of stuck up there alone and gets taken out by Cal with the help of most of the rest of Easy Clap, and it's an even fight right now. But
Void?
once again,
What
Flush
was
is
that
going
res?
to-
That res was right in
Flush
front
is
of us.
gonna have to disengage because they're still down so many people. That
Yeah,
res was
Riptire does come out.
definitely odd.
Doesn't get anything. He Riptires a gold Orisa. Smart play.
The
Lift
lift
does
comes
come
out from Eden and gets multiple lifted up in the air.
Falcon
The bomb from
does get
Cybersnip
ultra,
gets
though.
nobody. Eden really popping off right now this map.
And he
Carrying
died.
those fights. The beat though.
This is
He
going back and
comes
forth.
out.
Soundberry does come out though, so it looks like Flushed will
Yeah, the
take this.
Flush has the advantage here. Eden switches over to the Diva, maybe just to get back faster. Neither of the tanks are alive right now for Flush, so they need to play it a little bit more careful. As we see the engagement about to come in, it appears they're just waiting on Yusuf right now. So, I mean, the amount of time that it took them to re-engage, both tanks are now back for Flush. So it's going to be a 6v6 fight once again, and the ults, I was going to say that Flush was in the advantage, but they're fairly even right now. This might be a very particle-intensive fight. As we see, Falcon use the barrage, the Death Blossom come out, the Immortality, the Amplification, a bunch of ultimates come out, as I predicted.
It's still an even fight though. Actually, never mind. You do go up 2, and Flushed will lose this fight. That was a beautiful barrage on the engage there. The Death Blossom just wasn't able to make up for that. That whole barrage.
But the whole hold was incredible. It held them down about 40 seconds. So, I mean, that's overall great play, and it looks like they're going to try to stall out for more time. As Eden is on the ball, Plato gets absolutely deleted, but the Blizzard comes out. Nobody's gonna get frozen, but it does force Yusuf to kind of back off. So, I mean, there's still a fight sort of going on, but Void gets the Battle Mercy pick on the Ultra, and that's point taken. About 2:45 on the clock for second point, but that's way less time than Flush had. So Flush is doing fairly well with the holds here. Eden switches back over to the Diva, and Plato and Zero both making DPS swaps to that Ashe and Hanzo. Really, in my opinion, they're two best characters so far this series. So, I mean, smart picks for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Pharah is in the sky right now. Does immediately get staked out by Plato. That's a great pick there. Res does come out though, so you do get the res. Koodle doesn't get anything with the tire besides Immo.
He was just about to.
Yeah, he was really
that,
close.
That was about to be bad, but a great reactive immortality field from Swift as Cybersnip does take down Ultra, but it looks like Flush is gonna be able to stabilize. But as I say that, the bomb comes out and does get bad.
So you don't have res. That is
opens
crucial.
up a window of opportunity here for the fight to happen. But as I say that, Falcon gets taken out and Cybersnip is demeched.
Yeah, as you do see here, Immo does come out, doesn't really do a lot here, except for just stabilizes the team. Do have Easy Clap, looking to push here. Eden gets a Void, that's a major pick. You can't res that because you're dead yourself. Fiddle falling down super low. They do invest Bongo, not too sure why they'd want to do that. They're already down 2. And with that, this looks like a flush win. Plato really doing well here on the Ashe.
Yeah, and I mean, even if they end up losing this point, once again, their hold is so good, they're really only going to be able to push through second point with overtime if they are able to at all. So, I mean, Flush is looking really good here on the defense right now. So it's going to be it's going to be difficult for them for Easy Clap to be able to snowball this fast enough to get a higher time bank than them. As we see, Plato just uses Bob last fight, already a quarter of the way to another one, and we see 3 ultimates on the side of Flush about to come out. Eden uses the bomb, gets the immortality field as well as demeching Cybersnip. Plato gets res back up. It's now a 6v4 unless you want to count a baby diva. Cybersnip is the only person left on point. Does get taken out by
Flush
Ultra.
might be able to hold here. They might be able to take the map, win, and lead this series 2-1. We'll see what happens here. If they get Cal, that'd be a huge help. They pull Cal, might be able to get picked here. Plato, he gets a Void and he gets Cal.
Bad.
They get both. That's massive. And to top it all off, the pulse bomb didn't even kill Zero. You don't have a counter pick here. Draken comes out here.
Nobody's gonna be able to touch.
They do touch.
Okay, never mind. Yusuf does get on the point, but he gets evaporated almost immediately. Now it's Cybersnip left But same thing happens to his Diva Mech. Falcon is dead as well. The Bob comes out into the point as well as the Immortality Field. And that Bob gets two.
Yeah.
Avoid is trying his best to keep himself alive on the point, but he gets taken out and Cal is not even able to touch. And that is
Wow.
map 4 to Flushed, and they are one map away from winning the 9-game win streak that Easy Clap has been going on.
Yeah, that was interesting, I guess. It's now 2-1. We got Flushed in the lead right now. I don't think a lot of teams are expecting this, you know. You look at the 1-0 at the start here and you're just like, well, I mean, maybe they were just warming up. A lot of teams like to do that, right? But when you look at this, a 2-1 lead here might lead into a 3-1 or a 3-2. We don't know just yet, but I mean, it's definitely possible as we will be going to another map. I do not know what map we're going to.
And we're
Or
not
actually,
sure just
yeah,
yet.
we have to go to
Okay.
Ilios, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
we do. Yeah, that's true.
Forgot about
Oh,
that.
I'm so excited for this one because I've seen Easy Clap play Ilios quite a bit, but they haven't taken it seriously. But they really have to right now because, I mean, if they don't, they lose the match. So, it'll be fun to see if Easy Clap cares enough to keep up that 10-game win streak, or if they're gonna surrender to the Discord emote that has taken over all of really the League Zero community, other than the movie. But
The Flushed. Let me. I mean, this is crazy. I wasn't expecting to be here. I mean, we were talking about this before we even started streaming that this match probably won't mean anything and it'll probably just be another Easy Clap victory. But this, I mean, it's not going to be a 10-0 if Easy Clap doesn't wake up here. As we do get a pause though, so I guess we're going to stay on our switching maps because I was just about to switch to match. Alright, there we go. Unpaused. We are. Oh, and
Huh?
someone DCs right away. Okay, I guess we're not going back. Guess you guys get to see this nice little map of Lijiang in the background.
Apparently, Plasma DC'd Zero. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, there's talks about Plasma getting
Zero
the IP
bedtime.
of Zero.
Okay.
This is confusing. I don't know what's happening. Designs has
it's-
left the voice
Oh
channel.
no. Designs has left the voice channel. We are without leadership. Everything's going to shit already. Oh god.
Wait, if what's actually being talked about happened, then a DDoS occurred. But I
Okay.
don't think that
Nah, but
actually
that's
happened.
a joke.
I
That's a
hope
joke.
that didn't actually happen.
Interesting yeah, map we got here. I mean, Ilias, obviously.
So, what happened, Designs?
Yeah, do you want to give the stream the oh, okay,
Oh,
he's
okay.
gone.
And he's out of here.
What happened, Designs? Yeah, I'm a dip. So Designs, you wanna say something?
Sorry, I was just making sure they don't break the rules and have to forfeit the map
Okay.
while it's going, because technically the game has started, so it's now pause time compared to
Yeah, it's now the
just-
5 minutes pause
Yeah.
time, yeah, because we did technically start. That's just unlucky that it happened right as we started. Guess
Damn, we're
it's
really rule booking this man.
the rule keepers. I mean, it's lucky enough that we have the rule keeper in our game, the one and only, right, Designs? Okay.
yeah.
So apparently Cal wants to wait, but I don't. I want this game over with, bro. Come on. Nah, but I mean, I want to see how I want to keep seeing how this goes. If this goes to a map 6, I mean, I kind of
That'll be cool.
expected
I mean,
being the top 2 teams.
I was gonna say that'd be a pretty cool show match, because to be honest, I don't think a lot of people were expecting this match to go the distance, right? You're looking at this match, Easy Clap has won the first time these two teams went up against each other, and obviously Easy Clap is a very strong team, going 9-0 for good reason, obviously. Whereas Flush has lost twice, so there are definitely times where the Flush has looked weak, whereas in my memory, Easy Clap has only looked a bit weak in the Flock game where they went to 5.
I don't know what's going on at this point. Zira is still not back, of course, because we're still paused.
And
They might have to play this out 5v6.
that's true. And the sad thing is here, I mean, uh, Easy Clap isn't off rolling, so I mean, I can't say whether they're actually trying or not, but they're definitely not off rolling. So they're at least giving that much effort, which shows something. And I think they've been trying for most of this game. As we do see some bargaining going on here. 5 stages of grief, apparently.
Designs don't rule book them like that, bro. Both teams are agreeing to it, bro. Come on. So it looks like either a 5v6 is gonna happen or a forfeit.
That's true. I
And
mean,
either way, it's not looking good for Flush, and it's looking like map 6 territory. So
that is true, obviously. With this map, even if they do lose this map, or forfeit this match, they still have another map to decide the victor. The only downside is for Flushed, at least, you're gonna be going to a map 5, right? Easy Clap will probably be giving it their all no matter what to win it and to get that 10-0. So not too sure what might happen here. We do see some bargaining going on in here. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. You see, who even DC'd?
Zira.
Oh, that's right. Zira did DC. Huh.
Monka W.
Monka dumb you, bro.
Dumma you?
Dumb
Come
you.
on, bro.
Because you're dumb.
Okay, dude. You sounded like Spork there.
Okay,
I
calm
like
down.
that.
Okay, and
Okay,
we're
and the game is
unpaused.
starting.
So, unfortunately, we do have to start. If I'm correct about the rules, if he does rejoin, they do get to play out for the 6v6, but Zero does have to rejoin in order for that to happen. Or was it Plasma? Sorry. We will be,
Ready for battle.
showing this off real quick. So, that is backwards. My bad. We are paused again, though, but I'll, spare you looking at that stupid Lijiang tower for...
Apparently, Koodle wants to use his pause as well.
Well, that's showmanship right there. I appreciate that. That is that's sportsmanship. A lot of teams tend to do that, and it's a really nice thing to do. I think especially we were actually debating whether we should do it in the grand finals. Oasis actually disconnected in the grand finals, and we were on Papega debating whether we actually want to use our pause time. But luckily he joined back just in the nick of time for his pause time. But that's definitely good that
Oh,
they
he's
are.
back.
And he is back. Okay.
W. Oh,
W.
Oh, great sportsmanship coming out from Easy Clap
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That
They
is
could've
great
just taken the
sportsmanship.
fight.
This team memes, but it is nice to see that Kudo was willing to use his pause time there, as we will get a 6v6 coming out here.
I mean,
So
you
we
see
are
the
on
amount of shit
ruins.
talk that they seem to talk. You don't think that they're gonna have that kind of sportsmanship, but that's actually really nice of them to let Azira come back in. And now back in full swing, the 6v6. Will Easy Clap regret giving them this
Round one.
this sixth player, or
Objective.
you know, is it just being
And
that?
already
Oh,
we're paused and another DC. All right, let's
oh
go.
my God! I want to go home. I want to go home.
I really hope Flush wins this map. Oh my god, seriously, dude, we've been paused for like 15 minutes. Who DC'd?
Wait, is there something wrong with? Is something wrong with Alice? Oh, we're restarting.
Now arriving
Okay.
at Ilios. Initiating match.
See,
And
it
we're
was
back.
all-
We're on to Ilias Well now.
it
Ilias
was-
Well is
it
probably
was
the
all
weirdest
part of the
map
plan,
out
so
of
we
all
don't
of
have to
them.
play ruins. You get what I mean? You don't have to play that stupid
Yeah,
map.
all part of the plan, dude.
all part of the plan. Oh wait, hold on.
Helios Well is definitely one of the more unique maps in all of Overwatch. Because it has a giant pit in the middle that just kills everybody. And, you know, teams sometimes tend to build comps around it, and other times, I don't know what they do. They just play the normal meta. As we see Koodle on the Echo, possibly. That'll be fun to see. Haven't really seen Echo pulled out since Nepal, which feels like so long ago.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Obviously, you could expect anything here. We do see the Pharah though coming out for the side of Flushed. We do finally get a start here. Hopefully, we actually get a team fight before the next pause, as Echo is on the side of Easy Clap. So Echo actually does is a little bit of a counter to Pharah, since of her amount of damage she actually shits out. It's pretty imagined, or it's pretty crazy. And right there,
As
I
you
said,
say it,
it
yeah,
shows,
Gira
right? I mean,
melted down. Falcon also gets the kill onto Baz, but Hal is taken out for Easy Clap, as well as even getting yet another, an Ultra. You know, Koodle as well, and Flush has sort of the advantage here.
yeah, Flush, even after losing their pharmacy, still is managing quite well, to be honest here. They do get Falcon, they're going to be able to get a Void as they do, and they do get Yusuf, they clean it up, and they take control percentage. That first fight, at least on Well especially, is very crucial. Well is a very hard map to get to push on for a lot of obvious reasons, one of them being the map geometry. It is very hard to retake this map, so we'll see how this goes down. Easy Clap might just prove my entire theory wrong, but Ultra does get Yusuf, Eden does get Sniper Stiff, he also gets Cal while he's at it, and that should be a clean fight.
Eden
here.
has been popping off. What?
Yeah,
oh
I
my
know. I think if we're giving anyone
love seeing it.
the interview, it's got to be either Eden or
Absolutely.
Baz.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Eden, like, even when he's not in the kill feed, he's doing great things on the Diva role, as well as on the Sigma whenever he's on that. Like, he's just been doing really well no matter what character he's playing, no matter what map he's on, really.
Yeah, Koodle does take
Well,
out Zero though, so this
very
is an opportunity. Looking here, Yusuf is alone. He gets cold actually. That might be crucial. Koodle going a little bit low here as Falcon does also fall. That's crucial. As Baz gets a 2K.
Baz gets 2K with the boop, and Flush is looking incredible right now.
Oh man, I should have been spectating that. I wasn't aware that Baz could pull that out of his butt, but he did. And that was insane. Eden.
Then once again, Eden just getting these cleanup picks onto a Void to absolutely secure the fight. And one more fight really left for
Yeah, I
Easy
mean,
Clap.
like I said,
They
this
only have
map.
two ultimates.
This map is insanely hard to push on. I know from experience that this is one of the hardest maps if you do not win the first fight to win.
Ooh, but Cybersnip does he play those pulse bombs?
Yeah, but Zero does take out Falcon as well, so not too sure what to do here. EMP does come out. Eden does have bomb if he gets D-mech here. He's falling a bit low.
Baz does use
As
the...
Eden pushes in, tries to get a D-mech, won't get it though. As Yusuf falls, and no one's even able
Okay.
to touch. They just see 9.
I'm sorry to be harsh about this. I don't know what Yusuf was doing for most of that round. he
Yeah, I
he
don't
was
know
almost
either.
always
I
the
mean-
first to die.
He was sitting on Sig and he's going in on his own in some of these ways. It looks like they're trying to pull off a pincer move, but they just are failing miserably as their entire team, or Flushed as an entire team is pushing on Yusuf as he's trying to pincer them, which is very brutal. So we will see.
Apparently, Easy Clap wants to forfeit
Really?
game. That's interesting to say the least. But we'll have to see if that does actually come to fruition or to reality, whatever. But if it doesn't, we have the dive with the Echo Hanzo, basically the exact same thing coming out for Easy Clap, but yeah, basically the same thing really on all sides. So we see the little battle coming out on the Mega on the left side of the statue, and Yusuf gets taken out so quickly once again.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this, but Easy Clap looks kind of boomed, to be honest. I'm with you. I don't know what Yusuf is doing. He's not looking too hot right now as Falcon and Cal fall pretty much almost immediately after that. And
I mean, they literally, half the team wants to forfeit right now. Easy Clap is just not mentally right, and it looks like they might be in the run to take their first and only loss of the season, possibly, unless
Yeah,
playoffs
wow,
prove
that's
otherwise.
it's crazy. The 10-0 won't come to fruition. Wisdom Academy will be the only team, if the cards play out here, that will be able
Wisdom
to.
Academy went 10-0? Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they win 10-0. Some
And,
novice team did.
is
I'm
it-
not sure if I'm pretty sure it was Wisdom Academy. I don't know. I don't keep up with
Yeah, I think
novice.
it would be Wisdom. And it's hard to cast this because it's
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
brutal.
easy clap feeding.
They look like they're completely boomed. I don't know what's going on with them right now.
You know, I always had a belief in the boys at Flushed to be able to take this kind of serious. I thought if any team could, it would be Flushed, and
Well, yeah,
it looks
obviously,
like that belief is coming to reality as almost all of their ultimates coming online. But as I said, that three of them come out: the Bomb, the Pulse, and the Coalescence. Dragons do come out from Falcon, and he manages to just get a normal shot onto Plato. Yusuf gets Vaz as well, but Cybersnip's demexed and Falcon's dead. The duplicate does come out from Koodle, duplicating Reaper. He uses the Blossom, he takes
he
down
gets
two.
That's crucial, and they'll probably be able to win this fight, so they will get some percentage on the board. As Zero
Oh, but
takes
Zero.
out one, he takes Plato also able to get Cybersip. So depending on how the sights go, you might be able to stagger it out here, but Plato does fall, so you're probably gonna want to back out here.
They're gonna want to back out of that.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
and
you're
as I say
close
that,
here.
they do.
You're only what 23% away from winning this map.
33% away.
33. Yeah, sorry. Thought that was 77.
It's
We don't need
alright,
to
it's
talk about
alright.
that. I'm bad at math. So we coming in here, Plato. Just doing some poke damage as they do dive. He comes out, doesn't get cancelled by an Ash. As,
And
Cal
nobody's
falls.
really taking the fight on the point, so if maybe Baz will get a free catcher here, but as I say that, Cybersnip does get the contest on the point, but he gets basically just evaporated immediately, and now it's point
Looking-
captured.
Yeah. Point is captured, and you're going to be looking at 1 to maybe 2 fights in this short amount of time. You're
One fight.
probably going to be able to get 2.
One
but...
fight and a recontest. One fight and a recontest. That's the most that they're going to be able to
Yeah,
get. They're
Falcon
already at
does
80.
get
Plato
Plato,
does get
though.
taken out though, so it's a good start to this one fight.
Yeah, but
But,
knowing how
um,
the series goes, whoever gets the first pick tends to lose these fights for some reason.
Yeah, that's true. The pulse bomb gets eaten by Eden.
Wow, Eden.
Eaten by
throws a
Eden.
ball,
Okay,
bomb,
the bomb comes
does
out,
get
takes down Cal.
Will get res though, and
The pulse bomb
Plato.
gets eaten by Cybersnip as well. Two pulse bomb meets in one fight here. Obviously from different divas and different tracers, but
Swift does get
it's still a
Cal.
fairly even fight right now as Cal gets taken out by Swift. Bomb comes out and doesn't end up getting anybody, and Eden is completely dead.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a one fight for Easy Clap here, but remember, this
They
is
duplicate
99. The moment
Cool.
Koodle does, yeah, they waste dupe as well. They're wasting all their ults here. We do see the dupe plus, dupe. Death
Duplicate
Blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
That's hard to say. It comes out here. So, for the side of Easy Clap, you really only have Nano. That's all you have for this next fight here. Whereas, Flush, they're looking like they're gonna get Monkey ult here. They'll get Pulse Bomb. They'll get Reaper ult. They're gonna get Sound Barrier. They're out-clousing them, and ults, and Plato gets the first pick already. We'll see how this turns out. Nano does come out. Sound Barrier comes out to reconcile
Plato's
that.
taken out too though, but he gets his pulse eaten again.
Oh my
This
god,
is
these
going
pulses are getting eaten
insane.
left and right, but it doesn't matter. Eden does get Cal, and this looks like a one fight for Flush.
And a one map on top of that, Koodle does get Swift, and there's a chance at a recontest, but that's as
No,
far as
I
it's
mean,
gonna go. Falcon
that-
is the last
there-
one left. He's 1 HP and he gets taken out, and Koodle maybe will be able to touch. No, he won't. He gets knocked away,
There's a perfect
and the
season right
10-0
there. It
is
ends.
lost.
Wow. I mean, we literally talked about this in chat, or not in this chat right before this game started. That this game would probably end in a 3-0, right? For Easy Clap. There's almost no reason why they should be winning this fight, right? Or winning these games. But they do. They managed to win it. That's extremely surprising on my front. And to be honest, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had a bit of hope in the back of my mind, but Easy Clap is obviously in favor,
Yeah, I
but
mean, Flush
I
wins
don't really
that
know what to say.
3-1.
That was incredible. First off, can we just interview Eden?
Yeah,
It's an
well,
obvious pick.
I could pull him in here, I
Baz, I'm
think.
gonna give my honorable mention, but Eden was just silently popping off.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask him if he wants to interview. That was pretty well done. From Flushed. I mean, I'm not joking. I really did not expect this, but
Neither did I. Cal's inviting me to a group. He stopped that invite.
not sure. I mean, we could just pull him in here to be fair. Designs, you want to do that for us?
Just make sure he's okay with it.
Well, he hasn't responded yet. I am a video game player. Hopefully we can actually get an actual...
If not, then it's whatever. But not Eden. He's done
Not
it two
Eden? Okay.
times.
Well, I mean, is
All
Baz
right,
still...
fuck it. Language. Let's get Zira in here. Whatever. Zira. Let's get him in here for
No, 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 no. Alright, fine. Yeah, we
Then
can get him
who?
in.
Then who? Who
Well,
do you
I was
want?
gonna
I
say we
mean,
could get
Baz is already
Baz in.
gone.
Is Baz already gone?
They
or-
want Play-Doh if you want to do that.
Okay, yeah, let's do Play-Doh. Play-Doh
Oh
was
yeah,
popping off.
Play-Doh, dude. He slipped my mind. Yeah, Play-Doh popped.
All right, here he comes.
All right, welcome, Play-Doh.
Yo, what's up, Play-Doh?
I think he's server muted right now. No, he's just muted. Damn.
I'm not.
There
The
he
fuck?
is. Hello.
What was that?
I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
you were looking pretty cute.
Congratulations
Hey,
on your
I
victory.
was looking cute. Thank you, man.
Mad cute, honestly, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of popping off on Ash, I'm gonna be honest. And your tracer was really, really good as well.
Not gonna lie, I'm
And,
kind of an Ash
you know,
one trick.
congratulations. You took down what seemed to be the unstoppable Easy Clap, and you mentally boomed them at the same time. So,
Well, I'm undefeated now, so because I'm new.
I mean,
Pretty
I'm not
good
gonna
flex.
lie. I was not expecting this going into this match, but I mean, you guys pulled up the upset. Were you guys even expecting this going into this?
Oh yeah, we knew, but the whole mindset was like 0-0 at all times. But I think the biggest thing is they also tilted really hard at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say you saw the half their team wanted to forfeit at the end there.
Yeah, Cal and Yusuf were baby raging.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys played very well. I mean, your Ashe was honestly really insane there, especially on Horizon defense. That was
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you guys just in general at Flush played incredibly well, and I'm so excited to see how you guys play out in playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm expecting to
especially.
see a rematch most likely in the finals, but you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Anything you want to say on this?
So
Uh,
what?
yeah, we're coming for them in the finals. It's probably gonna be closer because they'll have wannabe. It'll be a fun ass game.
All right, and I'm gonna just ask one quick question. Is there anybody in particular on Easy Clap that one you want to shit talk, or two that you were most afraid of and you want to like praise? Say that now.
Number one, fuck Cal. I've known him forever. Before the game, I asked him his predictions. He said 3-1. I guess he was right, but
I mean, yeah, Cal definitely did die early in a lot of those fights there. You guys did a good job diving on him. And
yeah, well, at the end, he was so tilted he was practically standing still.
well, yeah.
True.
One thing that I do want to ask before you go here, in a lot of those sites, you guys were basically staggering into these like fights. Like there were some of these sites, Easy Claps were winning and losing. They were investing like 10 ults into just to try to win. Was this like just you guys memeing around, or are you guys like seriously trying to win some of these fights?
We were going hard the whole time, but there was like a couple fights, especially on like Dorado that we just said. you know, it's strat fight
Yeah.
and try and get at ults.
Okay. Well, you did a really good job today, so good shit.
Yeah, GG's, dude.
Thank you,
Congrats.
sir. GG's.
Jeez.
Pog fucking champ.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you're free to leave. Good sir.
All right, bye.
Bye. I love you.
Later, bitch.
He had to drop it at the end there. So that concludes our match. It was very fun casting this along with Mr. Nick, who is our streamer as well. Multitasking god, the flex god.
What can I say? The
Um,
Airbender himself. Um,
the Airbender.
that
That was the most interesting match I've ever casted for sure.
well,
Going
last
to
map
a
especially.
map 5, almost a map 6 if Easy Clap didn't get boomed, but they did. And I mean, yeah, that was a very fun match. Flush is looking incredible going into the playoffs. And I'm excited to see it. So, Nick, do
Yeah.
you have any final words to say?
I mean, wow. I mean, that's the only word I can really describe here. I'm amazed that Easy Club didn't finish the 10-0, but it happened. So I mean, it's a GG go next, and I'm excited to see what happens in the finals. So
Yeah, so am I. So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody.
Yep.
I've been Akimbo. Your streamer's been Nick.
Yep.
And peace nut.
See you guys later.